Phone calls were frequent and life felt busier. But now the silence feels a bit too loud. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. Loneliness after 60 is more common than people talk about. But here's the good news, it doesn't have to be this way. Happiness isn't something that just happens when we are younger, it's something we create at any age. And today, we are going to talk about 5 simple daily changes that can help bring joy back into your life. These are small shifts, things you can start doing today that will help you feel more connected, engaged, and truly alive. Now, I want you to take a deep breath. Let go of any thoughts telling you that it's too late or things will never change. That's not true. I have seen people in their 70s, 80s, and beyond completely transform their lives just by making small, intentional choices. And you can too. Let's start with the first one. One of the biggest reasons loneliness creeps in is because we stop reaching out. Maybe friends have moved away or family members are caught up in their own busy lives. It's easy to think, well, if they wanted to talk, they'd call. But here's the truth, everyone gets caught up in their own world. That doesn't mean they don't care. It just means life moves fast for everyone, and sometimes we have to take the first step. Try this. Every morning, before you even get out of bed, make a mental list of 3 people you could reach out to that day. It doesn't have to be a long phone call. A simple thinking of you text, a short voice message, or even a comment on someone's social media post can spark a connection. You'd be surprised how often people respond with warmth and appreciation. And the best part, once you start reaching out, you will notice that people start reaching back. But what if you feel like there's no one to reach out to? What if old friendships have faded and family feels distant? That brings me to the second daily change, creating new connections in unexpected places. We often assume that making new friends gets harder as we age, but the truth is, there are people everywhere who are looking for the same thing you are, connection. The key is putting yourself in places where these connections can happen naturally. Instead of waiting for an invitation, create one. Think about the places you already go, maybe a local cafe, a grocery store, or even a park where you take your morning walk. Instead of just going through the motions, start paying attention to the people around you. Smile, make eye contact, strike up a conversation about something simple. You'd be amazed at how a casual, "Oh, I love your scarf. Where did you get it?" can turn into a 10-minute conversation and maybe even the start of a friendship. And if you don't go out much, now is the time to change that. Look for local events, book clubs, walking groups, community center activities. Even something as simple as sitting in a cafe instead of drinking your coffee at home can create opportunities for new connections. The more you put yourself in environments where people gather, the more chances you have to meet someone new. Of course, reaching out to old friends and creating new ones is important. But there's another piece to this puzzle, perhaps the most important one of all. It has to do with how you see yourself. Because the truth is, loneliness isn't just about who's around you, it's about how you feel inside. And that's exactly what we will talk about it. If a friend invited you out for coffee, you would probably dress up a little, leave the house, and engage in conversation. But when you are by yourself, do you still give yourself that some care and attention? Or do you let the days blur together, staying in the same routine, wearing the same clothes, and waiting for something to change? Here's the shift. Start showing up for yourself the way you would show up for a good friend. Get up in the morning and get dressed, not just in whatever is comfortable, but in something that makes you feel good. Eat meals at the table, not in front of the TV. Plan small outings for yourself, a walk in the park, a trip to a museum, even a solo lunch at a nice cafe. When you start treating yourself as someone worth caring for, something magical happens. You will start to feel valued. And when you feel valued, your energy changes. You become more open, more confident, and more likely to attract positive interactions. But what about those moments when loneliness still creeps in? What about the evenings when the house feels too quiet? Or the holidays when the phone doesn't ring? That's where the next change comes in. Find a purpose bigger than loneliness. One of the biggest reasons loneliness takes hold is because we lose our sense of purpose. Maybe you spent years raising a family, working a job, or caring for others. But now, with fewer responsibilities, the days feel empty. This is the perfect time to ask yourself, what is something I have always wanted to do but never had time for? It could be anything: learning to paint, joining a charity, volunteering at a school, even starting a small project from home. The key is to have something that gets you excited to wake up in the morning. Because when you have something meaningful to focus on, loneliness starts to fade into the background. I once met a woman named Margaret who felt completely lost after retiring. Her days stretched endlessly, and she dreaded weekends when she had nothing to do. One day, she decided to volunteer at an animal shelter just once a week. At first, it was just a way to pass the time, but within a few weeks, something changed. She started looking forward to her volunteer days. She formed friendships with the staff and even adopted a small dog named Toby. Before she knew it, her schedule was full again, not with obligations, but with things that brought her joy. That is the kind of shift I want for you. When you find a purpose beyond loneliness, life becomes bigger than the empty moments. It becomes filled with new experiences, new people, and new reasons to smile. And that leads us to one final change, one that ties everything together and ensures that happiness isn't just something you experience occasionally, but something you carry with you every day. The final and most powerful change is this: shift your focus from what is missing to what is already here. Loneliness has a way of making us focus on absence, the people who don't call, the places we no longer go, the things we used to do. And when we dwell on what is missing, it is easy to feel like happiness is out of reach. But the truth is, there is so much already in your life that can bring joy if you choose to see it. Every morning when you wake up, instead of letting your first thoughts be about what you do not have, make it a habit to notice three things you are grateful for. Maybe it's the warmth of the sun coming through the window, the taste of your morning coffee, or the fact that you woke up feeling good. The more you train your mind to look for small moments of joy, the more those moments will multiply. And don't just keep those thoughts inside, express them. When you appreciate something, say it out loud. If the cashier at the grocery store is kind to you, tell them. If a neighbor helps you in a small way, thank them sincerely. The simple act of expressing gratitude shifts your energy. It turns ordinary up small conversations at the grocery store. Something incredible happened. People started responding. The barista at his favorite cafe started remembering his name. The neighbors he had barely spoken to before began stopping to chat. Before he knew it, George had built a network of small but meaningful interactions that made his days feel full again. That is the secret. Connection doesn't have to come from deep, long lasting friendships. It can come from the little moments: the smile exchanged with a stranger, the friendly nod from someone on a morning walk, the feeling of belonging just by being present in the world. So, if loneliness has been weighing you down, daily choices that bring joy, purpose, and connection back into your world. Reach out to someone today. Put yourself in a new environment where connections can happen. Treat yourself with the same care and attention you would give to a dear friend. Find a purpose that excites you. And most of all, train yourself to see and appreciate the good that is already here. Happiness isn't something that belongs to the past, it's something you can create starting right now. And I believe in you. If this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Share your thoughts, your experiences, or even just a simple hello. Let's make this a space where no one feels alone. And if you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you live a full, happy life because you deserve it. Here's to new beginnings, to small changes, and to the joy that is waiting for you. See you in the next video. Good boy.